Man, look,
Right? See, that's the
all
thing.
all I was trying to do was propose this. In a prison, use the prison, rehabilitate the inmate, give him a job,
Exactly.
set him on a path,
Right.
and kick him out. In the
That.
meantime, as he goes to work in a real situation, he or she gets paid a real wage.
Yeah.
The wage is split.
Yeah.
In a real lifetime situation, you got to pay rent in real life. You
You're
say
fucking
it's
telling.
illegal to charge somebody rent in
You're
prison.
you're fucking telling me what I already fucking
I
just
know,
told you
but
right
what
now. You're
I'm
just,
trying to
but you're
tell you,
saying it
look,
in your fucking the way
no,
you.
no. You told me there's programs in prison and this and that and this and
They
that,
cover
and
everything,
all the
Lonzo.
prisoners
They
get
cover
this.
your where
And
you
then
live
you told
at, how
me,
much rent, how
then
this,
you told
that.
me, then you told me the prisoners get paid X amount of dollars.
They get
And
so
listen,
many
and
dollars
the
for
top, the top
participating in the
paid
program.
jobs
And
get.
the ones that where you
Listen,
get the job at, they get like write-offs and shit like that for hiring you.
listen,
That was their
listen.
inspiration
So you're
to
saying
fucking hire you.
the companies got
Companies
right
get
off.
kickbacks. Yeah, they get
So listen,
write-offs,
listen.
tax
Listen.
write-offs and
But
shit.
what I'm trying to say is this. All right, a person who goes to prison,
So
right?
they're making money too.
Listen to what I'm saying here before you tell me that it will never work in America. A person goes to prison. A person gets a job, even a job that they can go look for on their own, right? You get this job, you acquire the job, you do the job. The prison gets X amount of your money. Your victims maybe get X amount of your money, your child support or whatever. But the rest of your money goes in a bank account for you when you get out. Period.
That's what I
That's what I'm
just
saying.
told you.
No, you were telling me all about all these other stuff. What
Uh,
I'm trying to tell you is that there's a percentage. It's like a pie.
That's what they're doing.
You
I'm telling you, that's
you
what they're
cut the
doing now. They're
pie.
setting that up and they're doing that. That's what a way for these people to pay their
X amount.
restitution in that because they never did pay them. Well, they
But
would
listen,
have. Okay, you would get some court costs when you never pay off the court costs. You never because you don't have the fucking money to pay it off, right? So that just bam, that's a loss. So they came up with something where you could pay your court costs, pay all your little fines, pay everything that you need to pay. You get your driver license and be on your way to start back in the community. Okay? They never
mhm.
had shit before. They go in, but they came with, okay, how are we going to keep these motherfuckers out of prison when we just give them 200 motherfucking dollars and say, see you next week, pal?
Look, I understand what you're talking about, the gate money and all that. What I'm trying to say is,
It was what I just said,
I'm
what
talking
you're
about,
trying to say.
I'm talking about a new program that would treat people more like regular people.
That's what
But
they're doing now.
listen,
That's what I keep telling you. That's the new program,
listen.
bro.
You pointed out to me earlier that only certain people make X amount of dollars in the prison. What I'm
No,
trying to
I
say
didn't.
is you expand that.
I never told you no
Yeah,
shit
you
like
did.
that.
These guys make $1 an hour doing this
Yeah,
job,
that
maybe.
are
Or these
regular
people.
people that ain't in the program that, because there's so many people that are in the program because there are people that are got like maybe 9, 10 years. They're going to be, getting out pretty soon. The other people that are like lifers and shit like that ain't got no date or nothing, they're the ones that get, these dollar an hour jobs, shit like that, right? See, so it's like, you have to qualify.
Listen, let me tell you something. What I was trying to say.
You already been trying to tell me that, and it's not telling me nothing but what I've already told you that's going on now.
So, like y'all said to you, is people like you like being in prison. You enjoy the shit. You feel camaraderie. You
Okay,
feel like you're
I
somebody, right?
love it so much I haven't been back to fucking prison in
What I'm trying
almost
to say
12,
is this.
13 years,
What I'm
Lonzo.
trying to say is this.
So I don't know what you're
Did it
saying.
make you more of a man to go
No,
to prison?
no, it didn't, Lonzo.
So what
No.
did you learn from it?
I didn't learn nothing from him because they didn't have nothing to offer. I went there
So
mainly. If I didn't go there, I'd probably be dead. Fucking OD'd on some fucking. I missed all that
so
shit by going to prison.
so listen. What I'm trying to say is this.
I was lucky.
What I was trying
They
to say.
rescued me.
What I was
man.
trying to say to you is ideas how to make prison better, and what you were just came to me is you just constantly shut me down. Like it's a good
Look at
thing
they're
the
doing
way
that.
things the way they are. It's
No,
not
no,
good the
no.
way they
I'm
are.
not sure. I'm saying like it is because there's the.
So what was
Listen,
wrong with what I was
the
saying?
percent. There's nothing wrong with what you're
Explain to
saying.
me why I was wrong.
Except it would be something that they wouldn't really.
Why? It's
Why?
not what the prisons want.
It's already what they're doing, right? It's
What's with them?
it's okay. They're fucking trying to offer a guy a fucking chance to work his way back in the community while he's doing his time. Depending on what he gets from the person that interviews him and shit.
That is not
Yeah,
what
that's
I
why
was
they
trying
do
to
it.
propose.
And
What I
they,
was trying to propose was something completely different, and you wouldn't even listen to me. What I'm trying, don't roll your eyes at me. I don't do that shit. Keep your eyes in the fucking spot.
it's the same fucking thing
You
I've
know,
been
and
telling you straight on,
look,
I
what
don't know
I'm
about all these rolling eyes and shit because it's ridiculous. You're saying the same thing
it's ridiculous.
over
Prison,
and fucking over.
so what you trying to say? Prison reform is ridiculous?
No, they finally got some prison reform, and it's
So
not ridiculous.
just
It's
my
great.
reforms are ridiculous.
Well, yeah, because you're asking for shit that they really wouldn't give.
Why wouldn't they
You
give it?
know?
I'm not saying give it to every prisoner.
Because
I'm
they
saying,
got it already set up to where they're doing it and it's working. And they're not going to
what makes you think it's working if most people go back?
No, no, no. I'm not. I said most people don't go back. I never said. I said the percentage of people going
So
back.
I believe my proposal gave these
I
people a
believe
little bit
You're
more.
always trying to just like squeeze something in there. I'll hip to your shit, Lazo.
What shit I'll be hip to? Explain to me.
You try to say everything that I say, but put it in a different way to where it looks sharp for
Who
you.
started this conversation, me or you? Let me ask you a question. Who started the conversation?
I don't know. I don't know, and I don't care.
So
Did you
if
start it?
if I start the conversation, how am I saying some things that you were saying but in a different way?
You asked me, and I told you, right? And then you're like,
But you
repeat
can't
everything
explain
that
it.
I told you is happening now, but you're like just saying it in a different.
That's not what I said.
Let's try this.
What I
let's
said-
try that.
what I
When
said-
when you're saying, hey, let's
I said-
try,
what I
they're
said-
already doing
Look,
everything.
what I
you're
said-
saying, let's do. They're already doing it.
What are they doing? What are they doing that I propose?
Everything.
Are they giving prisoners?
Trying to give
Are they giving prisoners
fucking-
the exact wage they would get on the street? Are they giving prisoners the exact same wage they get on the street?
Yeah, they are.
They are giving all their money.
They got contractors that volunteer to teach these people that trade so they can, be able to.
So
make that.
people are teaching people a trade, and automatically when I get out of
They
prison,
get $30 an hour when they get
So,
out of prison.
no, why don't they get
This
30?
guy, he owns a company, and his company is being devoted to fucking hiring strictly ex-convicts. Right?
Why don't they
they're-
get-
they're
why don't they
fucking
get
going in this
$30 an hour?
company, and they're doing that, and in a minute they'll be off the road, and they'll be back in the fucking community, and they'll be having a job that pays good wages, and their chances of going back after that are like, man, they're not gonna.
Why wouldn't-
If they do, then you could say he must like being in prison.
Listen,
Because they
Why
never
they don't-
offered him an
why don't-
opportunity before.
why
Now
don't
offered
they
him an
give a
opportunity.
prisoner the same amount of money he would make on the street? Why wouldn't they do that?
They're
what
doing
it-
that.
You
I
tell
just told you that.
So you tell me there's prisoners making $30 an hour and they're getting the whole 30.
Yeah.
They're getting all the whole 30.
Yeah. They're getting the 30 and the companies do whatever it's doing to get, I don't know, get so much from the government and all that shit, right? But they're getting the wage that they would, and they save that. They're required to save that and come up with a plan.
Okay, let's
How much of that money
look. Okay,
goes to rent? How much of that money goes to, and all the things on the street
Look.
that you need to. Okay, you don't want me to.
no. Listen. Let me ask you a question. How come you don't want your own show?
How come I don't want my own show?
Yeah, because you can't get up early in the morning.
Yeah, well, more or that's just because I don't know. I just don't really,
So you don't have an opinion?
You know,
Your opinion ain't worth
my
shit, right?
opinion, it is, Lonzo, but it's like, everything that, that's, is going on, I don't know, I just don't.
Okay, let me ask
I
you
don't
one
know.
question. How do you fix the opioid crisis?
What?
Remember how we talked about the opioid crisis, how overseas is different?
Yeah.
How you fix that here in America?
How do you fix it?
The opioid crisis. What do you think get people off dope?
No fucking what they're doing is going through the government. The government is fixing that for them. You know? And their percentage is so much here, so much there. See, they got people that are like, like
So
lawyers and
the
fucking,
government wants dope fiends,
well,
right?
yeah, they do.
They
Yeah,
need 'em.
and then, well, okay, for them doing that, they're like getting a percentage of whoop, this, like, it's like I'm saying, some countries have that shit legalized.
Yeah, so if it's legal,
And it's legalized, and there's so much the government's getting, so much other people are getting, and the fucking illegal motherfuckers are like, out.
so
They're out.
so you're saying if you
They're
legal,
like, they're shutting them down.
so if you
slowly but
legalize
surely.
drugs, all the heroin and all those motherfuckers can't make the money off heroin and drugs because it's legal.
Well, they're
If
gonna
somebody
be
want to go
getting it
get
from
some
them.
dope,
They're gonna
they can
be
just go
getting
get
it
it from the
from them.
doctors or they
Listen,
go to.
yeah, they're gonna be okay. Who's making all this shit? That's one thing. Who's making it all? Who has the Colombia? See, they have that, right? So what's gonna happen?
They have the infrastructure to make
would
drugs.
like buy, into that, right? And shit.
If the government bought into
They
it,
would, yeah, they would, make so much, and the other people would make so much, and it would be like sold at like like at a pharmacy.
just like
You
weed.
could drive up, you could drive up to the pharmacy.
So
and say,
so when
need
I go to
something,
Vegas, I can go buy some weed products
you
right
buy
in
some weed,
Walmart.
You buy some heroin. You go up to the thing. You say, I want 3 grams. Of
3 grams of your best China
your
blue,
Class, heroin, good heroin.
your best heroin.
And they would say, well, how much do you normally do? And you say, well, I do like fucking,
So they would almost have to have your medical records to make
well,
sure
they
you don't
had-
kill
yeah,
yourself.
they would have with everything
Yeah.
on there, right? And then when you put up, they would already know what to give you, so you don't OD or you don't get dissatisfied. They give you what you fucking need, what you want, and charge you a wage for it, right? So you'd be like, cool, but you
So-
wouldn't be out trying to do crimes, going out trying to score in the motherfucking streets where you might run across some motherfucker trying to rip you off or something. You had to blow his ass away, commit a murder, just to get some heroin.
Yeah, but the thing is this, man.
See, what? That's.
Look, regardless of the heroin, if all the stuff was legal, it'd be a common sense factor that first of all, less people would do it. In other words, people in America are stupid. As long as it's bad, that's good. So that's that dumb part about it right there needs to go.
The thing about it is, the people that say, if it's fucking like that, and I don't have to take all these risks and do all this.
All the risk. Well, think about it.
That's, the people that have sense would say that are, not, they're real dope things. They're not like fucking pretending to be or wanting to be.
But they're
like,
all.
It was all their fucking whole life was based on that, right?
Well, see, that's the point. It's like some of
And
these
then
people.
all of a sudden, everything changed to where they didn't have to do none of that shit.
So in other words,
Just drive up. In other words, to make it short, if you give people what they want, they won't be on fucking,
I
doing
think
other shit.
I think it'll be quick. I think a whole bunch of people will be gone fast, and then all the functioning dope fiends will be going to their Walmarts, buying their heroin sniffers and sniff their heroin and go to work. But see, the point is this.
It would be they wouldn't be up in the streets robbing people, doing shit.
But look,
hurting
what's the
people
actual percentage
to
of?
try to get it because they wouldn't have to do.
But look,
what that environment would be zapped.
How many
The
Americans?
environment to do that would be, hey, you ain't got to do all that shit no more, bro. All you got to do is go up here to Walmart and go to the fucking drive-up window and tell them fools how much that you want. And then on your Medi-Cal card, you just hand it to them and they're going to do all that. And
So
they
now-
gonna give you your
now-
shit, and
now
you're
they
gonna be
got-
gone.
But now somebody has to be on Medi-Cal to get the drugs, right?
Everybody has it. Everybody has it. You can be on it if you want. I mean, everybody has it.
Everybody has a medical card.
Everybody has medical benefits, right?
Everybody in America.
Yeah, everybody has it.
So first,
right? So it's up to
first
you.
everything in
You
America
want,
has to be
if you want
changed.
whatever you want, what you think is gonna make you function in the world without fucking, doing shit you ain't supposed to be doing. It's like that, Lonzo.
So everybody has to have medical first before they can get the free heroin, right?
It's a program, for that. Other people they don't even care about it. They don't, they're not even caring about that shit because that's not their shit. They're regular, they got their own shit, right? So this is like just a special program designed for drug addicts, right? That makes them, just go to.
But wouldn't that make more drug addicts? If I know I can go get some dope, I can go. Well, think about it.
That kills crime. That
Look.
Murder. That
First of
kills
all,
kind of shit.
First of
bro.
all,
that kills everything.
But listen,
right?
listen.
If you've ever been in that life, you would know what I'm saying. But obviously, you haven't because
listen.
you keep on, saying, this,
Now listen, what I'm trying to say is this. Listen.
You're saying everything I'm saying is bullshit, and what you're saying is.
I'm not saying everything you're saying is bullshit. I don't speak like that.
You are. That's what you're saying.
I want you to articulate your fucking points a little bit better.
What I see.
I'm not. Look, sit right here and talk to me.
What solves the problem?
Look, sit right here and talk to me. I'm not trying to tell you that everything you're saying is bullshit. Who goes there? Who goes into a fight not listening and seeing what the other person is doing is on the other side? Who goes to a debate and not learn what the other person is speaking? What I'm trying to say is this. I'm listening to you, but what I'm trying to say to you is, you're so set in your ways, and you think I'm so set in my ways, that you cannot understand that I want to change things. So in order to change things, you have to talk outside the box. I can't talk about what is going on in prison right now or what's going on in opiates right now. All I can talk about is from my perspective of what I think that would make the situation better and everybody would have something.
Absolutely.
But I cannot shut you down and not listen to you without adding whatever you say to what I can say to make it better.
Yeah, all I'm saying
it has to work like that.
I done that, and that's why it's
You've been there to see how the pie is split up.
I've seen that already, right? And I'm saying that, they split it up right, and it's cool, it's all good, right?
Yeah.
But if they don't, then there comes
the prison. It's like the slave. It's like like the old stories they talk about. Yeah, the chain gangs and the field working.
Boss. Back then that was there wasn't nobody no big ass boss. Heroin for all users was the boss.
So heroin was the number one drug in America.
Number one drug in America.
Was like 1960 something, the 60s to what, the 80s, the 70s,
the 60s all the way through the 80s and part of the 90s. But it started
back
by
now.
then.
Right, it's supposed to be back now.
It's
mixed with the fentanyl.
Okay, they're saying that it is back then,
No, it's back now. It's supposed to be 100% back now. In some parts of America, heroin is the number one drug in America. Yes.
You know what the number one drug in America
just look. You saw a meth.
Right now?
You saw the meth video the other day.
I know. I know what the number one drug is.
You told me you saw a meth video.
Too.
What?
Yeah, I said, but I knew that before I even seen it. The number one drug in America now is fucking crystal.
Crystal meth. That's meth.
Meth. Yeah. And, okay, if you don't think so, you could watch or see or whatever.
I think the number one drug in America is fentanyl.
That's what it's made of, right? That's what
everything.
It's just like, okay, that's still, it comes to the thing of regardless of fentanyl, what do they use? What do they make out of fentanyl?
I don't know. What I heard they put it in
What
everything.
do they make out of fentanyl?
I'm clean as a whistle. I don't know.
What the fuck do they make out of fentanyl?
You tell me what they make.
Crystal.
Excuse me.
That's fentanyl. It's a crystal crank.
You mean crank?
Coke,
You mean crank is mostly
Fentanyl.
Made of fentanyl.
Yeah, fentanyl. That's
So
the way
wait a
they
minute.
hit you because
Wait a minute,
they
wait a
don't
minute,
have
no.
any more P2P. They have fentanyl now.
What about
That's
all
what,
that? Remember the
name-
Mexican chicken crank?
Yeah.
Number one
Yeah.
crank in
Yeah,
America.
yeah. They don't see. They don't.
That's
Why?
not
Why
bad
don't
shit.
they have that shit no more? Why isn't that around no more?
Because
Shit
they
like
stopped
that?
all the chemicals to make that
You
stuff.
go absolute ding, 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 ding,
But
ding,
look,
ding. You hit it right on
listen,
the nose.
but the number
So
one-
they're going with what
listen.
they could get to make it.
Listen,
And it's
listen.
fentanyl.
You see that
and
65
fentanyl's a terrible
Look, you see that
drug,
65-pound barrel over there?
Yeah.
The 65-pound barrel right over there. The 65-pound barrel, right?
Okay.
The number one, ingredients in crank. They sell that same $65 barrel in China for less than $300. They used to.
Okay.
Yes, they do. And they used to ship that shit
But
over
the
here
thing
out
is,
of fucking
okay,
barrel.
that's what I'm telling you. P2P is like off the market all the way around the world. They don't fucking sell that no more, to where you could make good fucking crank and shit like that.
Those drugs are
now they sell fentanyl. That's the only thing.
It's all in
Yeah,
fentanyl.
it's every. Yeah, that's the ingredients now. Is that. And what fentanyl does is keeps you up more than it should. It's too strong, and it just isn't. Why are they doing it? Because it's something that they knew they would want. They love that staying up tweaking for hours and hours and hours, and and then there's the sex thing that's with it supposedly, and all that. That's why. That's the number one. Drug in America now.
Did you hear about
Is
the young
because
people?
of the.
You hear about the young people taking the Viagra?
Yeah.
Tell
And
me
what
about
happened?
that.
What happened with that? Yeah, what happened with that?
Could you tell me about
Yeah, motherfuckers dying and shit for that shit because they, it's too much. See, that's what I mean. You put some fucking shit in kids' hands, that's like, come on. Viagra and all that make you want to fuck more, get your dick harder for hours at a time. Then they want to, what if I do 2 or 3 of them, Yeah, and that's it, 2 or 3 of them is all they're going to do. Because after that, they're going to OD on it and die, See, so that's not cool.
Viagra's a heart medicine, right? I guess they ain't got no heart.
Yeah, I guess I got it. No, it's not just okay. Distributed in a regular amount, I guess it could be good for the heart, but to get it pumping a little bit more.
I guess.
They want to. Everybody. They want to always do
I assume-
the more of it. Okay, it's like
assume
people
when-
that OD on heroin, they've done heroin for so long, shit, and they're like. They're doing that, and then some fucking new shit comes in that's fucking, shit, straight. They're like, oh, fuck, I know I've been doing this shit because I've been doing it before. So they fucking do that shit. They OD, and they die, and they're gone.
So,
right?
in other words, if you take a shot, I guess, and you're normally getting an
You
X
should
amount.
always do half of whatever you normally do, because you don't know what changed. Hey, like if you were doing a fucking gram, if you're gonna shoot again and you ain't didn't want, you should do a half a gram.
Well, what if you
You
just.
could always do more, but if you do the ultimate price, you
So,
can't do
in other words,
more.
you're telling me drugs are just like I feed my plants.
Absolutely.
I would rather give them less nutrients than too much nutrients because it burns the plant.
Right.
I remember when I used to smoke the
If
shit
you
back in the
if
day.
you give
Back in the day, like I said, I used to smoke the stuff back in the day, and you could feel the back of your brain burning. You know what I mean? It's like when people smoke weed nowadays, and they get in I call it the zone where you almost want to pass out. But it's like now that I'm a certain age, none of that appeals to me.
You take a good hit like that other weed that we had, the one he left over there, that shit. I felt that shit. I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, oh. And like, damn.
Well, the crop is going to be awesome this year.
And I didn't cough. I didn't do fucking it. I was like, oh, shit, that is fucking cool shit, right? and I took a hit of it before we went in there, and I got that shit again. That they were like fucking.
The little black green.
Yeah, like that shit, like
The
you
vortex.
know,
That's the vortex.
yeah,
I call
like,
it.
yeah, before you know, what do they call that?
I don't know. I call it
Your nitrolights or something like
electrolytes.
that. Electrolytes, right? Yeah, that's it. Your electrolytes. It fucking builds them up.
I call it the vortex.
Yeah, and
when
then
your
your
brain is like
fucking,
you're pass out
you're like, oh, yeah, and then it fucking slowly but surely goes away, right? It's the rush.
Yeah.
You gotta, how many fucking times have you got to rush off of fucking weed?
and then not die or kill anybody.
Yeah.
So listen. So you're telling me that we're not going to do a show, right? We can argue and fight all the time.
No, we might. I don't know.
I think you fucking bullshit, man.
I'm not gonna come, like I can show up here probably like 12 o'clock. You can start it then, and you're saying it's gonna be a fucking show about just
everything.
What I think, with everything. Okay, like
everything.
Just like we're talking here,
almost like a conversation right now.
Yeah, we're talking on the show.
The show would be exactly.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna fucking I can't get up that early and shit because I'm stoned. I'm at halfway. So I'm like,
look,
I need my rest.
Listen,
right?
So
after I get on my rest I do my shit,
listen,
right?
If I found people to tell us what time we can start a show, would you start the show with me?
As long as it wasn't at 6 o'clock in the morning or the
6 o'clock in the morning.
Nine. I could go. Maybe that's the latest I can do is
that's
9.
noon in New York, man. I can't do noon in New York.
I could do maybe 9 o'clock, maybe 10. But I can't go. No more.
1 o'clock in New York.
1 o'clock.
That's in New York time. I think we just should do noon. I said we do noon in New York.
What is that?
That means 9 o'clock here, but you gotta get here at 8:30.
9 o'clock. I can get here at 8:30 or 7.
You know what? I'm sorry.
I ain't getting here like no 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning, bro.
You gotta get here at 7, actually. We need 3 changes of clothes. You need a hat.
Okay, look, I'm gonna have. Okay,
you can't wear your cool glasses because I don't have any cool glasses right now.
Well, you better get you some or something because this is me. This is my fucking.
I
want to get them ones that I seen over there at the fucking thing. And I might want to just go back and get them now. They're only 6 something. And glasses like that, Lokes, right? They're like the little Lokes, the fucking. I love that. That's my glasses, the Lokes.
Yeah.
Them are
like I said, man,
back in the
we
day.
do the show.
You can't find them
Listen,
no more.
Listen, we do the show. I'm gonna wear my teeth during the show, okay?
My Lokes.
I'm gonna wear my teeth. I won't embarrass you.
I might take mine on. You motherfucker did you put them in your ass when you do crank for fucking so many goddamn years. You learn your motherfucking D's, right? And you gotta, then I'll put them in the safe. Then you gotta do like this. That might be one point.
It's gonna be off the hook when we do the first show.
I come up with you could, and you could. That's why you want me to do it so bad. You know I want you to come up with some crazy ass shit.
Well, you don't like my music. Everybody on my show knows me for the music.
You're all right for me.
You told me
you ain't no singer.
You told me my new shit sucked.
Yeah. Well, you singing, but I said the music and shit.
What about the rap one? What about the rock?
The rock.
You didn't like the rock?
The rock one was all right?
Everything was better than a slow song. Everything was better than Love, Hate, and a mass shooting. You didn't like the mass shooting song at all.
That shit burned out. It was like, it's like ODs and all that. They were burned out.
The mass shooting it was about the guy falling in love with a girl.
Okay, the mass, I know, the mass shooting. Then
you didn't like the singing part. You liked the rap part, but you didn't like the singing part.
Yeah, I didn't like it. Didn't coincide.
It was a 5-minute fucking song about mass killing.
In, but it threw it off.
Okay.
It threw off my fucking train of mind. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, now where we at?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I think somebody will tell us one day whether we should do a show or not. I couldn't.
We do a show, Orlando, and we'll tell ourselves. We're let them.
I don't know.
decide.
I can't do it once. I can't do it once a week, man. Maybe 3 times a week. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Like that, okay? You know, and I already told you what my time span is and shit like
Friday,
that. Yeah.
Friday will be on the Late Show. The Late Show will be only on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's for personal business, I understand, which we'll not mention in today's show.
Something like that, Lonzo, because I can't,
What do you want me to call you on the show, man?
well, I want you to call me on the show.
Hey, what was your lockup name?
I want you to call me Chino.
Nah.
That's my fucking.
That's too
That's
ethnic.
my name that when I was a kid, my family called me that name.
Chino,
all that, right?
I'm gonna put a flip. I'm gonna update it to Vino. Call you
Vino.
wine.
Call me Vino.
'cause you
Vino
be-
Canino, huh?
You be whining like a bitch
Straight
sometimes.
wino.
You give me a fucking
Shut
headache,
your ass
motherfucker.
up, motherfucker. Hey, I ain't whining. I'm just letting you know what it is, fool. And you ain't liking it because it's like too much, you know.
You be
Too much goes over what you're thinking, but
You'd be
it's
surprised.
I already done that shit. And it always is that way when you get an older guy and a younger guy together. It always comes out that way. Because half of the shit that you're thinking, I've already done.
And that's why I like to talk to people that are a little bit older than me.
That's it. You know what I mean? That's it. So there's always going to be that little thing in there because I already did that shit. You're thinking of it now.
So listen, if I told you right now that you're on a live show beamed across the world, would you believe me?
I don't know. I say, well, then show me shit. Let's go up in here and see what I've been rapping about.
Well, I bet you I could prove one thing to you.
What?
That you'll change speaking if you really thought you were on a show.
I was saying what?
You will change the way you speak
The way
if you think you're on a
speak
show.
If I'm on a show.
Do you think you're on a show right now?
If I thought I
If you was on a show right now, would you change the way you're speaking?
I would get more that's like, okay, yeah, you kind of get more, a little bit intelligent more, It's,
How much more intelligence can you come up with?
Let's see, not much, because I'm really not, I'm like, I could articulate and I could, represent myself to
You know what? Stop.
certain
Stop.
things,
Stop.
but,
Stop. Stop.
you know.
You're a lot smarter than you give yourself credit for. But you're a lot dumber than you want to be.
Maybe so.
And look,
Maybe
and look,
so,
and
Lonzo.
think about it.
But it's like,
You're only as dumb as you want to be.
I mean, if I had to say something where I,
Look,
to somebody
okay, first of all, listen. Let's practice right now. Let's practice right now. Okay. Okay, say tomorrow we start at 10 o'clock.
all right.
And because
We start tomorrow at TikTok.
So tomorrow 10
I
o'clock.
open the show. I say, hey, today's subject, man, is going to be about heroin addicts.
Listen, first of all,
What?
if you say today's subject is about heroin addicts, these people don't even fucking know who the fuck you are yet.
I'm
So
saying
first of all-
that then.
so
Okay,
first
first
of
I'm
all,
going to say my name.
it's
Okay,
like-
this is the.
So what name you want to use? I'm Chino who?
Yeah.
Because I know your name is J. Your name is Mr. J. As far as I'm concerned, Mr. J.
Hey, we say Mr. J. We'll say Mr. J. Okay, my name is Mr. J. Today's subject is going to be about something that was really a terrible thing.
You gotta
back
speak up a
in
little
the
bit louder.
days, Back in the days, it
Okay, look.
it was the
Okay.
use of heroin toward people that had
An
kids,
impact on your life.
families, and it had an impact on everybody because you neglected your babies when you should have been watching them more. But the most important thing in your life back then, just like it was in mine, was
Okay.
heroin.
Okay, listen,
so
listen,
you did.
listen.
That's how.
Okay,
I was
All right,
gonna
listen.
get down
Okay,
like that,
that's a
Lonzo.
good idea for a show, but
Yeah.
that might not be the first show we should do. Maybe we should do a show about the people around the community, but we're gonna do some video first, some
We can
video
do
of the homeless
people
first.
around the community, people who are homeless and shit like that, and
But
we got Mr. Trump up here saying he's gonna do a lot of shit like that. But has he ever said anything about you're gonna try to help the homeless people and you can try to make life in the U.S. better for everybody all around? No.
But look, I like
He's
Trump.
he's.
I like Trump. Okay, look. So on the show, one of us gotta be good, one of us gotta be bad. So if you're gonna say something negative about Trump,
I'm gonna say everything.
then I'm gonna have to say something negative about Trump.
You say something.
I mean positive. Look,
Yeah,
I said negative too. I'm gonna have to say something.
Okay, so if you can dig down
But
deep
listen,
enough to
but
find
sometimes,
something positive
listen,
around this motherfucker, then
but
go
listen,
ahead and spit
but listen,
it,
but
bro.
sometimes I'm gonna have to say something negative about Trump, and you're gonna have to say something positive.
If I say something, yeah,
What can you say positive about him?
What can I say positive
About Trump?
Fuck. His name is Donald Trump. Yeah, that's it. I can say nothing else because all his proposals, everything that he did while
Okay,
he's
look.
been in this
Now this
position,
look. This is how I'm
is
gonna do
all
it. Look.
bunk.
Okay, look. I know.
I can't say nothing good about him.
Listen, I know.
His name is Donald Trump. That's all I can say.
Listen. I know he's
a
not
fucking
good.
asshole.
Let's practice us talking about Trump. I'm gonna be for Trump in this conversation, and you're gonna be against Trump in this conversation, or whatever.
I think
how does it start?
Okay, I say okay.
This is the show. We're gonna start out.
Series,
You ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
We're gonna do the series today about our president of the United States. We're gonna be, thinking some of the good things about him and some of the bad things about him, and we're gonna wait to the end of the show for everybody to say whether he should be a president next year or not. What did he do this year that has disqualified him for the next election? What did he do? So we want people to dig down deep, and look for all what he did, the smut he did and the good he did. Whatever it is that you have to say about him, call it.